Hey guys, I'm Emma Ryan, Integrative Nutrition Health Coach and founder and owner of Plant. Today we are going to make a superfood smoothie that your kids will enjoy. We're getting lots of requests for smoothies, so today is one of my personal favorites, and we'll see what you guys think. To start, we're going to use our homemade almond milk, which if you guys have watched that video, you learned how to make your own. And if you didn't, I suggest watching that one first. But we're gonna use 8 ounces of homemade almond milk. We're gonna use 3/4 of a cup of mango, frozen mango, and then a cup of frozen blueberries. We're gonna use a tablespoon of hemp seeds for some plant protein. And we're gonna use a teaspoon of blue majik. And I'll explain a little bit more about what the blue majik is when we get to it. And then we're gonna use a touch of salt. So again, this is a super easy smoothie that has some superfoods in it, and your kids should even enjoy it. So if you're making this with me, you're gonna grab 8 ounces of almond milk and go ahead and pour that in your blender. So if you watched my almond milk video, you know why we use house-made almond milk, so I won't have to go into that. But it will make a huge difference. So I highly encourage you guys using house-made. So we have our 8 ounces of almond milk. We're gonna add 3/4 cup of frozen mango. If you don't like mango, by the way, you can do frozen bananas as well. Mangoes and bananas both help make smoothies creamy without having to add ice. So I really enjoy using mango or banana as my smoothie base. The only reason I don't love to add ice is just because I look at that as room for food, right? It's room for where we can add real nutrition, which will help keep us full and keep us going throughout the day. So we have our mango. Now I'm going to add a cup of frozen blueberries. And I'm going to add a tablespoon of hemp seeds. And if you guys are new to hemp seeds are a great option for plant-based protein. They have lots of omega-3s, they're great for inflammation, and they're gonna help keep you satiated throughout the day as well. So we're gonna add 1 tablespoon. If you're an athlete or if you're training for something, I would go ahead and add an extra. Go ahead and go for 2. But today we're just gonna use 1. I am gonna add a pinch of salt, a tiny little pinch. I'm using a 1/4 teaspoon, and this is maybe a 1/4 of the way full. This is just some Himalayan sea salt. It'll help with some trace minerals, and it'll also help add some flavor. Last but not least, my favorite, is we're gonna add blue majik powder. Blue majik is a blue algae that is actually targeted to help with inflammation in your joints. So we sell this in the retail section at Plant at both of our locations, but we also add it to a lot of our smoothies, smoothie bowls, energy bites, things like that. It's a great way to lower inflammation throughout your body. And it's a really pretty bright blue color. So this is the retail bottle, but I have mine in a jar, in a mason jar, so you can see the color of it. And we're just gonna add a teaspoon of blue majik. And you'll see that color. Granted, we have blueberries in our smoothie, but you'll see that color shine through. So now we have all of our ingredients in the blender. I'm gonna go ahead and turn this on, and we'll gradually work our way up to high. Okay, so that took just over a minute in our blender, depending on what kind of blender you have. Might take a little longer, a little less. This is a tamper for those of you who don't have a blender that looks like this. So if for some reason your smoothie isn't blending all the way, you can just pause it and use a spoon, scrape it around, let the blades breathe a little bit, and then go ahead and try again. If you needed to add more liquid for the blender you have at home, you can also do that. But you can see, you can see the color of the blueberries, right? But you can also see how pretty that blue color was when we were first blending. So here's our smoothie. And my favorite touch at Plant, if you've ever eaten with us, is a glass straw. I feel like this makes my smoothie better. So I'm gonna go ahead and pour this in my cup, and I'll try it with you. Let's see how this turned out. Whoop. All right, so we have our smoothie. And just so you guys know, if you wanted to pack more nutrition into this smoothie, you could add a handful of kale, a handful of spinach. Just know that it'll change the color, but the flavor will still be there. So here's our smoothie. Let's see how we did. Yes, that is delicious. I hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any other smoothie requests or any requests for that matter, be sure to subscribe, comment below, tell us what you're thinking, and we'll see you soon.